Halo 3 embodies our vision for the future of entertainment.
The wait is finally over. Anticipation is a bad to be resolved. Can we get on with Halo Night?
As soon as I desecrate this corpse.
They won't listen, Sarge. They just want to play Halo 3.
There is no better title in this series to represent Halo. Best Halo game out of them all, and in my opinion, the best video game ever created. Everyone and their mother was excited for its release. Where is she, please? Where's Cortana?
Now make a girl a promise, if you know you can't keep it.
She stayed behind.
If you played Halo 3 between 2007 and 2010, chances are you'll probably remember what it meant when a player had this icon next to their gamer tag.
No, that's disgusting! What are you doing? Let me try. Take that, dude! I'm being violated!
But before we get to that, let's go back to the summer of 1999. While the world was freaking out about some software glitch, I was stacking quarters, doing chores around the house, and delivering newspapers.
Thank you! Have a great day!
One day, my brother and I crossed the sketchy neighborhood park to buy Pokemon cards at Toys R Us. We bought a couple of booster packs and opened them up right in store. And on this rare occasion, I'd happened to open up a pack with a shadowless Charizard. I pulled it in my pack, but my older brother told Mom that he opened it instead.
I'm sick of you two fighting. I don't care who started it. It ends with you.
But he was...
With you!
You're just gonna let him have last licks?
Yes, I am. Now get out of my sight, both of you.
If you were one of the lucky ones that pulled a shadowless Charizard, you'll know what I mean when I say playing with a Bungie employee in Halo 3 gave a similar sense of joy. One of the best parts about Halo 3 is that it launched with an in-game theater mode and file share, which allowed players to save and share their most recent games through clips and screenshots. If you matched with a Bungie employee rocking flames, that gave plenty of B-roll to work with in theater. Then you could upload a screenshot to your file share so that everyone else could marvel. Just playing with someone wearing a flaming helmet was rare enough. If Recon gave Rockstar status, the flaming helmet made you a god. And it just so happens that one player became God. No, not me, though I certainly can't blame you for making that assumption. I was technically the fourth runner-up, but you don't really make history for that.
What's up, you guys? Mr. Sark here in X-Play's Game Lab. If you win Sarkathlon 4, Bungie's gonna set your head on fire. Bungie's gonna set your head on fire. Bungie's gonna set your head on fire.
Bungie's gonna set your head on fire.
Recon armor is so September.
Do you remember Extended Play? The show originally aired on G4TV, hosted by none other than Adam Sessler.
The show is packed with tons of games that are going to keep you talking well into next year.
Fans loved the way the showrunners had fun and didn't take themselves too seriously.
You never know when you're going to get hit with a death spell or something bad.
Right.
So you might as well enjoy what life you've got while you've got it. You know?
Oh, that's a very simple and beautiful philosophy, especially from a rat.
The show won the hearts of gamers everywhere and boosted up in popularity by the early 2000s. Originally owned by the Ziff Davis Corporation, Comcast wasn't happy about the growing audience.
Get ready for a hostile takeover of this entire league, okay?
The media giant would stop airing GameSpot TV on all of their networks, driving down the stock price and allowing for a hostile takeover of the network by G4 Media.
But all you really need to know is this is who we give a about. And this is who we don't give a about.
And while there is a special place in hell for the corporate lackeys at Comcast, the show did continue to evolve until what was widely considered one of the best years for game releases probably ever.
Assassin's Creed is the much-anticipated multi-platform game from Ubisoft.
I'm here with Todd Howard, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about Fallout 3. BioShock for the 360 has arrived.
Only one explanation for how good Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare looks. Magic.
With our hosts reporting from across the globe as gamers worldwide are preparing to finish the fight. The countdown to Halo 3 starts now.
it is time to introduce you to a new segment, the X-Play Gamer Challenge.
As you may recall, one of the featured guests on the show is Mr. Sark, who'd later become a host of Machinima Respawn.
So this is the place. This is where the magic happens. Machinima.com right in there.
Mr. Sark created the X-Play Gamers Challenge, a recurring segment where he presented players with a difficult mission to complete within the game.
Dust off your Halo 3 discs. This week's challenge is called Sarkathlon, and it's going down on the dunes of Sandtrap. Using Halo 3's level editor Forge, I've put together a mongoose race. All you have to do is haul ass. Now, there are a few surprises between you and the finish line, but I didn't say this was going to be easy.
Acting truly as a beta test for what would later become Sarkathlon, the winner of Sarkart was rewarded with an X-Play t-shirt. Sarkart was just a simple race, but Sarkathlon, on the other hand, was a full-on gauntlet.
You Halo 3 players out there had your wheelman skills tested on my Sarkart course. But a real Spartan needs to do more than just putt around on an ATV. If you think you're a UNSC Top Gun, then my advanced training course, the Sarkathlon, should be right up your alley. This timed course will take you from station to station, where you'll perform such tasks as gravity hammer climbing, sniper school, and precision grenade throwing. Training practice.
All right, Mr. Shark, I'm just gonna be honest. That looks like kind of insanely hard out there, but I know that we have viewers out there that are gonna give it a shot.
Watch as DJ Malu climbs the stairway to heaven, snipes some sus glowing barrels, rides a mongoose like a roller coaster without a seatbelt, chucks away delicious blueberries into the sky, takes steroids and experiments with teleportation, and of course, ending it all off by committing Sudoku with a Banshee. Honestly, I'm kind of starting to think that Mr. Sark's a bit sadistic. Anyways, DJ Malu would end with a time of 1 minute and 41 seconds and win another X-Play t-shirt. This challenge really needs some better prizes.
To celebrate the new Halo Legendary Map Pack that went online today, I'm holding the second Sarkathlon.
What's on the line right here?
Well, first off, there's bragging rights for winning. You join Infamous X and DJ Malu as our past winners, but you also get a little prize from Bungie, the sacred Recon armor.
Wow, the Recon armor. I mean, for those of you who don't know, this is like the holy grail for hardcore Halo fans. It's a unique armor type that you can't earn in Halo 3. It must be given to you by the creators of Halo themselves, and that would be Bungie.
Believe me when I say Recon was a really big deal at the time. That's why I made a 15-minute video about it. I mean, I'm not trying to be pushy, but if you're enjoying this one, you're probably going to like that one too. You could also like, comment, and subscribe.
The challenge is to get through 10 checkpoints as fast as you can. However, in order to qualify for a prize, you need to finish the game with 8 grenades in your inventory. So the first thing you need to do is find the grenades. Then it's entirely up to you in what order you snag them. Just make sure you have all 8 before you cross the finish line.
Sarkathlon 1 had been pretty linear, and the t-shirt wasn't all that exciting. But by adding grenades on the map and offering up Recon armor as a reward, the speedruns began to diverge, and the competition became far fiercer.
Now, there's still 1 week to try your hand at Mr. Stark's devious Sarkathlon 2.
Over the weekend, the reigning Sarkathlon champ, DJ Malu, submitted a time that placed him a full minute ahead of second place. With signature bravado, Malu had his run posted on YouTube, and Mr. Shark's inbox was immediately crushed by imitator submissions. Jono, an XB master, used similar routes and actually beat Malu at his own game. Then on Monday night, Palexion sent in his 3-minute, 31-second run. His methods are mysterious, and his route is shrouded in secrecy. But with his submission, the volume on this competition has been cranked up.
Some of our leaders are sitting on better times than have been posted yet, and they want to hold off until they see what other people are putting up.
Players had to make replays available on their file share in order to submit them, so if you could find out who your competition was, you could download and steal their strategy. As per usual with these sorts of things, a tournament meta was born. Players started to hold on to their replays until the very last minute, so nobody knew who would be in the lead. Whether through carefully planned espionage or random coincidence, most players ended up finding similar routes. The key discovery that players found in this challenge was jumping out of a Warthog at just the right moment and lasering grenades down from the sky.
The trick that changed the face of Sarkathlon 2 was Telexion's use of the Spartan laser to knock down 3 of the hidden grenades. And here, Jono uses the laser to knock an incendiary grenade loose, like cracking a piggy bank. In third place, Telexion clocked in at 3:15.81. In second place, HighImpactHalo.org's XB Master turned in a sizzling 3:15 even. Hailing from across the pond, Jono had hovered in the top 10 without ever grabbing the lead. An 11th hour submission on Wednesday night put him on top. Hope you're not too attached to that rogue helmet, Jono, because there's some shiny new Recon on its way.
Unfortunately for players, the challenge was soft locked behind fusion coil spawns. This meant that unless you could get there a whole cycle earlier, everyone would finish the same exact split. Still, Jono12321 would be the first Sarkathlon contestant to ever win the legendary Recon armor. I'm definitely not still salty.
Congrats go to Jono. You earned your Recon armor.
What's up, guys? It's Gamertag, and I found out something weird this week, which is that XPlay does these things called Sarkathlons, where you like go in a game and this guy named Mr. Shark yells things at you and like shoots you with different weapons and stuff, which is crazy. So I'm gonna try to do one.
What? Where are the enemies? I'll say this. A level is too hard if the enemies are like, nah, I'm gonna sit this one out. Now I gotta get 8 grenades and find the finish line? What? No! Oh my god! Oh! Power bagged! Who is this? I've never been able to actually pull that off. Oh god, look at that. Just using me like yesterday's sock.
Cancel all your plans, point fans at your Xboxes, keep them ventilated. Sarkathlon 3 is go for launch.
But all eyes are on the prize, a new 360 Game of the Year bundle, and courtesy of the mad scientists at Bungie, 2 sets of Recon armor.
Recon armor makes people crazy. People have gone nuts over this.
And while I certainly can't speak for everyone else, I was crazy about Recon. For a moment, I thought it would be mine when I was featured on Bungie.net for being the first Spartan ever to splatter another Spartan. I was even featured a second time for my popular puzzle map, but still...
No Recon for you.
Bungie would offer Recon once again for Sarkathlon 3, and this time to the first and second fastest submissions. The fastest contestant also got the Elite Xbox 360 bundle. This was great because the black Xboxes didn't get the good old red ring of death. Wait, they did? Really? Huh. Well, at least I had a bigger hard drive for all my Viva Pinata costumes and accessory packs. What? You heard me. The race was on, and this time, I was ready to win Recon. For those couple of weeks, it was school and Sarkathlon. I practiced every day and abandoned all social commitments. On screen now is my submitted time of 2 minutes and 40 seconds, which didn't quite make the podium, but I came close, and I'm proud of that. I'm definitely not still salty. The 2 players to keep an eye on in this tournament were DJ Malou, winner of the first Sarkathlon, and Tyler 1. No, not that one. Thank God. Tyler 1 with a Y instead of an E had magical movement with his Spartan. He always just seemed a tiny bit faster than everyone else. Where DJ Malou came up with creative runs like this one.
With an 11th hour second place submission, the winner of the first Sarkathlon, DJ Malou, turned in a mind-blowing run. Unfortunately, Malou's route demanded perfection, and a single error ended up costing him the brass ring.
Tyler 1 did exactly what you expected him to do, in a time that you just simply didn't think was possible.
Tyler submitted it first, and he submitted it best. His big time savers were a trick that allowed him to maintain an extra few moments of super speed, and also some fancy grab lift placement that allowed him to maintain constant forward momentum through the finish. Tyler's pixel-perfect jumps weren't improved on all weekend, and he emerges victorious with an amazing time of 2:20.5. A new 360 bundle is on its way, as is Recon, Tyler. Enjoy it while it's rare.
DJ Malou won our hearts, but not the Xbox. Still, Recon is a pretty great consolation prize.
I guess you'll just have to settle for Recon armor, Malou.
And Tyler 1 would win the Xbox, Recon, and all the glory. I'm definitely not still salty. Tyler and I would become great friends. To this day, he's still the only one that's completed my popular Frosty Ninjas obstacle course.
You guys know I can't resist the siren's call of new Halo maps, so it's time for my 4th Sarkathlon.
Well, hey, we finally made it. The reason you're all here. Sarkathlon 4 and the godlike Flaming Recon.
Hey.
Can I ask you a question?
Is it about my head?
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
What's up with your head? Is that some kind of new armor?
No. I'm a Bungie employee. I work at Bungie Studios.
Actually, it was a common misconception that the flames were burning from the Recon helmet. As we know now, it was actually the Bungie chest plate that provided the fire. Up until Sarkathlon 4, only Bungie employees had access to this perk.
Well, my days of not taking you seriously are certainly coming to a middle.
Okay, and Nathan Fillion too, but nobody else. By this time, ODST had already dropped, which meant that players were able to obtain Recon through the Vidmaster achievements. In other words, Recon wasn't going to cut it this time, so somehow Mr. Sark convinced Bungie to up the stakes. Sarkathlon 4 was the first and last time the Bungie chest plate would ever be up for grabs. Though I guess I should mention that it was available on Bungie Day in 2010, when they gave it to everyone for 24 hours.
Dude, like, everyone has a flaming helmet today. It sounds too awesome to be true. You think that's awesome? Jared over there has flaming body armor. Yeah, people are going totally crazy.
I'd been pretty relaxed about Sarkathlons prior, but this time, I wasn't screwing around. As became tradition, many of us got together to investigate the map and start putting together a winning route, and almost everyone came to the same conclusion. Let me walk you through it. As soon as you spawn, go right, get in the mongoose. Drive to the edge and dive into the water for the hidden ghost. Boost through the water and grab the first spike grenade. Jump across the boxes and shoot the first plasma grenade into the lifts. Hop across the drowning objects, cut up the ramp, and jump into the mongoose. Drive full speed ahead to where the plasma grenade landed and get out ASAP. Pick up the plasma, hop across the floating barrels, and go below for the first firebomb and frag. Move outside and crouch jump on top of the container through the teleporter and grab the second frag. Carefully ledge walk to the left, grab the gravity lift, and then right for the second firebomb. Jump to the second plasma, land on the roof, and lift up to the second spike grenade. Sprint towards the zone, complete the challenge, and pray to the Bungie gods. And if you did all that really well, you get a time of about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Many players ran that route over and over trying to improve, but Sarkathlon veterans know better. While practicing the basic route is important, so is finding the tricks. These are the key tricks that we discovered that ended up being used in the winning run. Number 1 was slide jumping off the railing instead of jumping across the floating barrels. Number 2 was crouch jumping through the teleporter from inside the container. Number 3 was edge jumping to the second spike grenade and then lifting to the second plasma. And number 4 that I found, and sadly wasn't used in any of the runs in the top 10, including mine. This trick could save at least 3 seconds, possibly more. Sarkathlon was larger than ever before, and it attracted players from all over the Halo community. To everyone's surprise, Tyler 1 admitted defeat before even getting started. The reigning champion would instead spend the whole week completing the course without jumping.
But Tyler, the winner of Sarkathlon 3, turned in a demo run where he didn't jump at all, not once.
PCB Waffles was one of the early ones posting times in the Bungie forums, but after a few days, it became clear that he wouldn't win. Inspired by Tyler 1, he did Sarkathlon 4 while only jumping.
Honorable mention goes to Waffles, who did the course without stopping jumping.
As for me, well, I went by a Frosty Ninja, and I came from the HLG community. I was a popular YouTuber, uploading videos of our team hiding in matchmaking. Experience with getting out of bounds, I completed a time of 1 minute and 11 seconds. Unfortunately, I never submitted it, knowing it wouldn't be the winning time, but technically I was in 5th place.
Game over.
JT Fusion came from the trick jumping community, and was a member of the popular team Jump Theory. Fusion understood Halo's physics better than anyone, and we shared knowledge a lot throughout the tournament. Fusion would finish with a time of 1:11:53.
Coming in 3rd place, Fusion. Representing his clan Jump Theory, Fusion turned in a smoking time but couldn't quite break that elusive 110 mark.
Spider Monkey came from the MLG community, and he had quite the personality. I remember him randomly asking me, "Hey Ninja, would you do a girl in the bum?" Just one of the regular conversations we had back on Xbox Live, hey? Spider Monkey would finish with an incredible time of 1:07:37. Merryfield69 came from the modder community, and we also shared many of the top times on Marble Blast Ultra. Merryfield quietly became one of the best runners and somehow managed to put up the exact same time at 1:07:37.
In a Sarkathlon first, Merryfield and Spider Monkey tied for second at 1:07:37 of a second. Both used dramatically different routes, tactical edge jumps, and even some tricks that Sark didn't anticipate, like getting into this teleporter from below.
And finally, the winner of Sarkathlon 4 and the receiver of the Bungie Flaming Chest Plate, Pope Rex, would submit a godlike run of 1 minute and 6 seconds.
Nobody could beat Pope Rex. With a run of 1:06.1, Pope was head and shoulders above his rivals. He used every trick in the book and did it cleaner and more efficiently than anyone. You think Recon was elite? That was nothing. Pope, prepare to get lit. Also, I just want to apologize for what is about to happen to your inbox. It should be getting assaulted right about now.
You had to perform a basically 1 in 100 series of events and get them all right. So Pope Rex got them all right. He nailed every difficult trick at every station.
Congratulations on cementing yourself in the history books, Pope Rex. I'm definitely not still salty.
No Recon for you.
Pope Rex also came from the MLG community, and you can still find montages featuring him from back in the day. I found it pretty surprising that the MLG brats were able to outdo the trick jumpers on this one. Truthfully, many of us found out about the teleporter trick a little bit too late to include it in our runs, and that's what truly cost us. I didn't get the chance to talk to Pope Rex during the tournament, but he did comment on my runs afterwards. It wasn't until the release of the Master Chief Collection that players would finally get access to the Flaming Head, now renamed Legacy. But as far as we know, the only player to ever wear the Bungie chestplate, other than Nathan Fillion, is Pope Rex. So anyways, that's the story about how I almost got Flaming Recon, or I mean, even just regular Recon. But hey, it wasn't all bad. At least Mr. Sark did send me some X-Play t-shirts. Alright, that's it, get over here, I'm burning you with this thing. Wait, I can't even burn things with this? And people can see me when I'm invisible? What a ripoff. You know what's not a ripoff though? Well, my nostalgic gaming videos, of course. If you had fun jamming with me, please do leave the video a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks to your support, I'm now a YouTube partner, and I'll be making content just like this every few months. If there's a story from Halo 3 that you want to learn more about, tell me in the comment section below. Thanks again, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Okay, fine, I'm a little bit salty.